All right, hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects everyone at some point in their lives. Eating out, whether you're grabbing a quick bite or treating yourself to a special dinner, the restaurant experience can get pretty intricate. It's not just about the food. It's about knowing how to navigate the menus, understanding what to ask for, and maybe even figuring out those crazy restaurant lingo secrets. So, let's dig in.
Yeah, I've certainly had my share of, awkward moments at restaurants. It's super easy to, not even know what to say or ask. So, what's the, first thing we should be thinking about when we go out to eat?
Great point. One of the first things to consider is where you're going to eat. Some places have really specific menus, like a Chinese restaurant compared to, say, a burger joint. You know, if you walk into, a steakhouse and you order a salad, the server might look at you like, "What universe are you from?" Chuckles.
Right? That's, super true. Oh, I remember one time I walked into a sushi place and asked if they had, spaghetti. They literally thought I was joking. So, after that, I just kinda avoided sushi places for a while.
Exactly. And it's also about researching the restaurant before you go. You can check their menus online, look for specialty dishes, and see if they have nutrients that cater to specific diets. For instance, are there vegetarian options? I remember a time when my friend found out she was lactose intolerant, and she was afraid to go out because she was terrified she'd accidentally order something full of cheese.
Oh, wow. That must have been a, super tense experience. So what if, I'm in a restaurant and I see something new on the menu? How do I ask the server about it?
Ah, that's key. You can ask simple, open-ended questions like, "Could you tell me more about this dish?" Or, "What are the ingredients?" This way, you can gauge what's in it. I remember one time I was out with friends, and one of them ordered something that had shrimp, but she had no idea she was allergic to it. Luckily, she asked the waiter about the dish, and he informed her before it was too late.
Whoa. Yeah, talking to the server is the best way to avoid, food disasters. And I gotta say, I've heard about some places offering kids' meals too. Is that common?
Absolutely. Many restaurants do have kids' menus, which can save both time and anxiety. Plus, it can help parents out because, kids can be finicky about their food, and it often has fun options like chicken nuggets or mini burgers.
What if the kids are bored while waiting for their food? Can we, request something to keep them entertained?
Spot on! Many family-friendly restaurants have coloring pages or even small toys. It takes the pressure off parents too, allowing them to enjoy their dining experience. Speaking of waiting, it's also about timing. Some places truly pack a punch during peak hours. You've got to time your visit like it's a sports game. If you arrive at halftime, you're golden.
Haha, right? That's hilarious and so accurate. I guess planning is key. So if I walk in and see it's super crowded, should I be wary about the service too?
Exactly. High traffic can sometimes lead to slower service. It never hurts to be polite when asking for a refill, because remember, they are hustling. You could say, "Hey, I see it's busy. Could I get a refill when you have a moment?" It shows you understand the situation.
Ah, I see. That makes total sense. What about tipping? Is it mandatory?
Well, tipping practices can vary widely. Generally, in the US, a tip of around 15 to 20% is customary. It's like showing appreciation for good service. If you received excellent service, maybe a little more, like icing on the cake. You wouldn't tip a chef for a home-cooked meal. Unless it's your mom, Chuckles.
Oh, that's such a cute way to put it. Imagine telling your mom she's got to earn that tip. Laughs. So what about, breakfast? Are there restaurants that specialize in it only?
Absolutely. There are whole restaurants dedicated to breakfast foods. Think of them as sacred temples for pancakes, eggs, and breakfast burritos. They usually have unique items like gourmet French toast, or fancy omelets that you won't find just anywhere. And if you're a brunch lover, that's a whole other experience with mimosas and all.
Mimosas? Okay, wow. Now I want brunch. So when you're hitting up these breakfast spots, anything we should kind of keep in mind?
For sure. Keep an eye on the specials for the day. They can be a real treat. And don't be shy to ask if they have gluten-free options if that's a concern for you. Trust me, taking the time to ask questions can make your dining experience so much richer.
So, it's really all about understanding the restaurant's culture, right?
Precisely. Each restaurant has its own vibe. Embrace that, engage with the staff, and enjoy the moment. Nothing beats a good restaurant experience when you know how to play the game.
Totally. I'm feeling more ready for my next meal out already.